Okay. Hi, everyone. Welcome, Groove members, to what will be probably our largest Groove Digital Tuesday training. It is now exactly 6 o'clock, and we started with over 140 people. And if that's any indication of how many people will be on in about 10 minutes, it's going to be about um, probably about 600 of us tonight. So we're rapidly growing. So Tom Beal is going to be doing the training tonight in probably about 15 minutes. I'm going to run through some quick updates for you all today. Some very, very quick updates for you today. So Tom, what are they going to be learning about today for our
All right,
Tuesday digital training?
they're going to be in for a live demo of how and what it takes to get up and going live with results. So the mental process and the step-by-step process going through Groove Pages and GrooveCell. So it's going to be a fun, live, interactive with Q&A at
Fantastic.
the end training today.
All right, yeah, and I saw your post earlier today on Facebook that you got some exciting stuff, so I'm excited. All right, everybody. So, like I said, we have so many updates for you that I'm going to rattle through some of them very, very quickly. So, first of all, the first thing is to let you know that for those of you that have a GrooveCart store, when you log in to your GrooveCart store, you're going to see something up at the top that says, do you want to upgrade to the new version, the 2.0 version? And you'll see something right here. You see mine says switch back to version 1. So first thing to let you know, we have a new builder right here. Some of the navigation is being redone. We're going to talk about that right now. But essentially, and don't worry about this, these pages, because I was just designing stuff. But we've now gone to a complete visual builder, like you see with Groove Pages. So every single thing now, on the site here is, whoops, I clicked delete. It's just like it is in Groove Pages. All right, so that's a visual builder. So that's now live with GrooveCart. If you have a GrooveCart store, that's how you would get that taken care of. Next is the menu here on the side. This is basically about a day or two's worth of work, but what we're actually doing is, if I go into GrooveCell and I show you what I mean by like a sub navigation, you see that how we have just icons here with text and sub navigation. So GrooveCart is going to do the same thing as well. It's going to have some sub navigation. We're just reimagining first the entire menu system to look identical to what you're familiar with in the GrooveFunnels app. That's phase 1, probably about a week away. And then phase 2 is we're going to take the 80 different pages in the app and we're going to reskin them. So you're no longer going to see these fonts and everything in one page at a time over about 60 or 90 days. We're going to slowly convert the UI to look exactly like GrooveFunnels. And then by the time that's done, we're hoping June 15th, but I'll probably say more like July 1st, we're going to move away from my.groovecart.com and you will log in at groovefunnels.com and you will find GrooveCart will be located right in here inside your menu, and then the app will just load right in here and everything will work the same. But so that's on GrooveCart. Now, if you've noticed over here, excuse me, on Groove Pages, on GrooveFunnels, when you log in and you click on the logo to the dashboard, there used to be an arrow with a big blue screen here, but we've added a lot of information for you. Number one, the first thing tells you get started. You got your navigation here. What's in the upgrade? If you're not a pro member, you can click here to learn more. If you are and you want to remember what you purchased, it's here. This is information about our affiliate program, which we're going to come back to in just a minute. This is GroovePay for merchant accounts. Today, we just went live with Groove Ads. So this is our advertising agency with these two gentlemen down here, Rory Stern and Lee Collins. They posted on Facebook about a year ago, 360 days ago, that they had met us at GrooveCon, which was May 3rd last year, and they had approached us about forming an advertising agency with us, and we had mentioned our growth. I don't think anybody believed where we'd be in just a year, but Groove Ads, basically you can go through that site later, but basically what we do is we handle your Facebook advertising for you. So let's just go real quick here, and then we're going to move on from this, but you can check it out. So who's it for? Authors, coaches, speakers, consultants, infopreneurs, topic experts, SaaS software companies, e-commerce marketers, or anyone selling digital information online. It's for people that have a brand and a product. You like to focus on content creation and your customers. You're not tech savvy and marketing is not your skill set, or it's not your best and highest use. Even for us, we use Groove Ads to do our Facebook advertising. You've wasted money on in-house solutions. You're tired of low results with launches, JVs, and SEO, and you want evergreen traffic with high ROI, and you're willing to invest in it. You have the money for your ad budget and you're willing to scale with some of those profits as it grows, then we're right for you. So check that out. If we also, just so you know, we're Groove Ads, about a third of our clients we expect to be e-commerce. So yes, we will specialize in e-commerce. These two guys are legends. They had or currently have their own agency with over 30 clients right now. They're running tens of millions of dollars a year in advertising already on Facebook, Google, and YouTube advertising, pay-per-click, everything, retargeting, the whole 9 yards. So if that's something that you're interested in now or in the future, we have Groove Ads. Next, we have one link to Groove Academy. As as you may or may not know, Donna has gone and just simplified this. So all of our replays, training, additional videos are here in Groove Digital Academy. You can get there right from the dashboard just by clicking here at any time. You could log in, and if you don't have an account, you can click here to get your free account, and all our replays and training videos are there. Next is the tutorials. We want to let you know there's a couple of things. We have our 4 basic tutorials, and then you can go into the video library at Groove Digital Academy. Let me just go there real quick. And in here, you're going to notice that we have, this is me just logging into my back office. So let me just get in there real quick. The GrooveFunnels training. You see that we have a growing library of some videos in here. So if we just go to Groove Pages and we click Publishing, you can see that we have all of these different videos, how to move your domain name servers with Cloudflare, how to do GoDaddy, Namecheap setup. So we have a lot of videos that are there. And again, you can find that from going inside of your dashboard, clicking on tutorials, or clicking here, tutorials here, and on the dashboard, and just going to that page as well. Your webinar trainings, you're on this, so you don't have to worry, but basically we're doing trainings on Tuesday and Thursday. We've added a new training. If you want to get on that, click Learn More. That basically takes you to the thank you page, but as you see, we have the Tuesday, the Thursday, and the Friday optional training that we've added. This is called Groove Digital Presents. We did one last Friday. This is where we bring on an expert each week that promises for 60 or 90 minutes to give you non-pitch content, and then after that you can stay on to hear how you could work with them. Our first guest was Paul Murphy. And then links to our FAQ support and our Facebook group. So that's our new dashboard. Moving on to the affiliate program. This here goes to groovejv.com. Here's an incredible video that that we hope that you watch. It's a 10-minute video of us explaining our affiliate program. It's a 2-tier affiliate program that that you're automatically enrolled in as soon as you become a member of GrooveFunnels or sign up through GrooveSell. We sign you up as an affiliate, and then anybody that you refer, they are signed up on your 2nd tier. So if you sign up anybody, that you'll get paid on all of their efforts. If you happen to sign up an influencer like me, or anybody with a lot of influence or any type of influence, you will get hard coded in the system to those people. So if they refer people and then those people decide to upgrade in a month, a week, a year, or whatever it is, and it doesn't matter what device, we talk about it in the video, Your referrals are hard coded to you for life. So once they sign up, we don't use cookie technology anymore. That person can sign up on their mobile phone and 3 months later decide, hey, it's time for me to upgrade. They could be on vacation at an internet cafe, and when they upgrade, you get credit. So watch that. And as you can see here, also our promotion tools are live. So this right here are, our banners that you can put on your sites. We have different banners in different colors. Thank you page ads. We're not going to make this an entire thing about all these different things here, but you can go in here, click on social media. You can one click to share on Facebook, on Twitter, on LinkedIn. We've even got a video review. This output is being done a little bit different, but it's basically going to be a social share with a video demo that we've made for you. We have 2 of those videos. So that's about our affiliate program. So that brings us to the next thing, 2 exciting things about GrooveSell. So let's go over to GrooveSell. And Tom, I've got 5 minutes. I told you I'd get this done in 15 minutes. I don't know if I will, but I'm trying real hard so we can get to the training.
No
But
rush.
all right,
Take
more
your time.
exciting stuff. Thank you. More exciting stuff to come right now in the next 5 minutes. And I promise you, when we get to Groove Pages stuff, it's going to blow you away. But moving on, Donna, I don't know if our dream has come true, but one of these things we're going to see here when we click on our product funnels, when we go to the wizard, after you've done a walkthrough, let's see here.
I just completely stopped answering questions in the chat, and I am glued to the screen, Mike, to see if our dream has come true.
All right, let's see. I don't know if it is. Let's see. I'm just going to click here on Gateway. No, it didn't go live yet, but so our dream will come true. Anrup told me before I took my nap today. He says this push is going live. So when I'm doing a demo and I want to go to affiliates, I have to hit save and next, or you do. And we have to go like this, and it's just save and next, save and next. Well, what we've done now is, I know it's nothing crazy, but there is actually a lot of different technology that checks if there's an error anywhere and allows you to to get out or not. But you can click, you can just, Michelle, can you stop Kenny from meowing like that? He's acting like, he's seeing the moon for the first time. You'll be able to just click anywhere you want to go straight through here and not have to hit next and next and next. It's basically a hot navigation tab. I know that sounds silly. There is actually some, like we said, there's the reason why it's difficult is you have to authenticate and know that there might be something missing. And so we've built the error system and everything, and that'll be ready when you go live tomorrow, when you log in tomorrow. Next, we have added, when you're at your funnels, we have added, I'm so excited about this. There's no affiliate platform in the world that does this, none. So you can take a look at your funnels, and we give you a default promotion tools automatically for your product. And then you could create new campaigns. So if I have a promotion right now, this is the GrooveSell promotion, but if we want to do the Groove Pages, and then let's say we do a product launch, I would create a set of promotion tools specifically for a product launch. Let's just say that this coming year that we have a Black Friday promotion. And what is Black Friday? We know here in the United States, it's the crazy time, the day after Thanksgiving. You don't have to get me going too crazy. So what I would do is I would create this set of promotion tools, and now I might have special banners, or I might have a special blog review, or I might have swipe copy related specifically to Black Friday. Now, let's just say this was a product launch. Instead, I was doing a product launch. I might call this video 1 and video 1, and I would call this video video 2 for my swipe, and this one would be video 3, right? And just to complete it out, we would make this one here say the VSL is live, right? So this is emails that I'm going to pre-write for my affiliates, and I'm just going to click save and exit here. And what's going to happen, my affiliates will see these different tools that they can, whether it was a product launch or a webinar, I have different tools. So let's go to groovejv.com. I believe that's here. I'm going to refresh this page. And when my affiliates go down, you'll see they can choose when they're looking at the swipes, which one of these promotions do they want all of these tools to be related. They might want to share on Facebook and social media, and they might want it to be based on the Black Friday. They would click Black Friday. I don't have any tools here, so when I do that, you're going to see there's nothing to do. But since this is a live site, I'm going to just delete this like this. Now, let me show you something else that's very, very interesting. Number one, we give you an embed code like this that you can put anywhere. And as you can see, we have that listed right here. This is an embed code. But we're also going to be giving you, excuse me, a link right here. We're calling this, I just went back to where all my funnels are. We're going to have, this is where you manage it, but the affiliate portal. So what that means is you can either do it as an embed code that you put onto your website like this, or you can just get a link. You'll just click here, click affiliate portal, and you'll get a link. And what it's going to do is it's just going to link directly to the promo tools. So you don't have to maybe send them to your full page where there's an embed. You can just send a link to somebody and say, hey, here's our promotion tools. But guess what? It also dummies. I'm going to go into incognito mode here so that I'm logged out. And we're going to put in Groove JV. Now, I did this just so that I'm logged out. Watch what happens when somebody comes to this page and they're not logged in. Well, right here, they can log into their GrooveSell account. Don't have an account? Simply join right here, and they're automatically tagged into that particular affiliate program of your product. And as soon as they click log in, boom, they're going to be logged in right into this promotion tools with everything going. Guys, there's never been anything like this for vendors to provide power to their affiliates. And if you notice, all of the links are dynamic for that particular affiliate. It's copy paste for them to just go in, take the HTML and the click here. Everything is already set. You design it and you empower your affiliates. You can see the 2-tier links, everything is here. We built this for us, which means we use the system, which means we built it for you. We're building the ultimate solution that we've always wanted. I don't want to go any further into this because there's more that I have to talk about in Groove pages. So
well, Mike, let me jump in and say, holy crap, like all the years where we ran so many promotions and launches, how simple would this have made our lives back then? You know, it was crazy. And nowadays you see, Mike, for instance, those people listening to this, what are JVs using for this? Well, they're probably using like a Google Doc or something, which people always lose. They can't find it. This makes it so simple, so streamlined, so easy for you as the product creator, and as importantly for your affiliates, so they know exactly where and what to get so they can send the promos. Mike, you and I know we had a lot of people like, yeah, I was ready to promote, but I couldn't find the stuff.
Yeah,
here,
yeah, no telling them to go here or there. You can just embed this right on your JV page or just hand them the link and they can log in, sign up. There's going to be a little thing here that says check your stats, so they'll be able to see their sales stats, everything embedded live on your page, get their swipes, dynamic, and it's for all of your different your different funnels and products and promotions. So yeah, it's pretty neat. In fact, Donna, can you just take a note here that we're going to give you the opportunity to jump to different funnels as well? So this will be a tree for like which product and then which promotion within the product. Yeah. Some of these things we think out loud and realize we need just like that. So yeah, this is powerful stuff. This is butterfly marketing baked in. The only difference is butterfly marketing, you had to install the complicated software and then you had to do it for one brand. This allows you to do it for all of your brands, all with one widget. So exciting stuff. Again, I could have an hour training with me, John Cornetta, who's also on the call, by the way, folks, Donna Fox and Tom Beal. We could spend 90 minutes just on that technique alone, and maybe we will in the coming future. So let's move to some of the changes that are coming live for GrooveSell. So first of all, you may notice that that there hasn't been an update now for 14 days today. 14 days, it's 2 weeks. And if you ever want to see the updates, you can just go to Groove Updates, and that should redirect to the page here with all of the updates. So April 14th, I believe, was 2 weeks ago today, and you'll notice there hasn't been an update. We're going to be doing a big push, a real big push this Friday, and then once a week. So let me tell you some of the things that are coming. You guys pay attention. Tell whatever you're doing. If you're talking on Skype, this is the time of the presentation where your dreams are going to come true. So if we go into the builder here, I'm just going to pick up and I'm going to rattle off based on memory some of the things we're doing. So number one, we're adding parallax. That's coming live this Friday. There's so much cool stuff. Number two is when you do an opt-in form. Let me see if I have one here. I'm just going to drag. Yes. Somebody say something?
No, it was me. It was John. I was saying this is what I was so thankful for at this morning's meeting.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, this was really exciting stuff. So when you go and you do either a countdown timer or an opt-in form, let's just pull up any form just so that I can have something right here. Okay. If you notice right here, when you click on configure, it's looking at the button, so your configure has nothing to do with the integration. Or if you think you're clicking on this form, you're actually clicking here on the text, or you're clicking here on this little thing where you're checking on form attributes. What you really wanted was the form container over here, and then you could configure it to do your integration. And right now we have one integration in the system, but that's where you'd find your GoToWebinar, MailChimp, and everything like that. You're going to find by Friday, this has been, might even be tomorrow, has been modified that anytime, it doesn't matter where you click, it's going to know that you're in the form. You're not going to have to be in the form container. It's going to just use smart technology and say, hey, this person's trying to configure their form, and it's going to go directly to the integration part and still give you the other stuff that you can do. And it's going to notice that if you don't have any integrations, it's going to say you don't have any integrations. And there'll even be a button here at all times that says add new integration, so you don't have to go here and find how to get to the integration. So it's just going to be all built in for you. Oh, I got to make a little note. Tomorrow we're making live our friend, our #1 affiliate, Jeremy Gislason. We're making live his, I believe, product dyno and his other product as well. 2 different integrations that we did for him. He has kind of like a viral giveaway software as well. So that integration is coming as we promised him. But moving on to more exciting stuff. This stuff that I'm talking about here, the smart technology, I'm just going to pull in real quick like a countdown timer. And we've had the same problem. A lot of you are trying to figure out, okay, how do I configure this countdown timer? I'm clicking on the countdown timer. Well, no, actually what you're clicking on here is the stylable element that allowed you basically to design the background of this particular individual part of the timer, which you can't do with other page builders. So what you'd have to do is you'd have to go up to here until you see it clicks on countdown timer, or again, you'd have to go here and click countdown timer. We call this the dome tree to let you know where where you're at. Well, right now it's always going to know that you're trying to do the countdown timer, and your configure for the countdown timer is coming up, and we're adding more complexity to the countdown timer as well. Let's get on to the really big exciting stuff. Next, we're doing away with this thing here that says all screens, and clicking here on, like right now, if I do an edit right here, let's just see if I take this. Let me just see something here. Yeah, let's just take this particular headline, and if I make it orange or red, okay, this should change on all devices, as you see here. Let me get rid of this menu. You see it changed on the different devices here, like that, okay? But if you only wanted it to be on this device right here, well, then you'd have to shut this off and then click here and then change the text, this particular text, to green. And now you'll see it's green here, but on this device, it's red. And you could change the font smaller for this device only. And then these little green dots are telling you that, oh, you've made a change. That we're completely doing away from all of that. So let me see if I can go into here and show you how that's gonna work. we have these device selectors. Bear with me just a second, folks. I believe. Oh, breakpoint selectors. Okay, yeah, it's gonna work similar to this, but don't worry, it's not gonna say small, medium, and large. It's still gonna show the. Let me see. Do I have a page builder? It's still gonna show these icons like this. But how this is gonna work, and I'm not doing the best job because I'm thinking ahead of all the stuff I've got to do. But basically, what will happen is if you're highlighted here, I can't find the actual one. Oh, yes, this is how it works. You see that you're looking right here in the preview of the large device, but if you notice, everything here is red, so it's telling you that it's going to work on all devices. And then if you want to come here, and I just click on the large, or like a tablet, you'll notice it's not going to be working on these devices, but it's working on these three. As well, and then you can double click, and then you'll just say, no, I want to work on, for instance, this device only. And when these are gray out, these changes won't be made to that device. Now, this might sound like even a complicated solution to a very simple problem. The thing is that we are mobile indexing, Google's mobile indexing initiative ready. So what that means is all sites are designed for mobile, always. Even if you're looking at it in a larger view, you're still designing for mobile. So this allows us to allow you to have better visual representation. I'll do a demo of this when it comes live, but that's coming live, and that's not really all the great exciting stuff here. Let me open back up to this and talk about the really exciting stuff. So we have, if you notice here, we're going to be releasing, let's see here. Okay, this is the exciting stuff. So this is being worked on as well. So right now when you go to work on the padding of a section, for instance, this button, if I want to move the padding like this, and I got to click on spacing, this is margins, and then I could move it up and down like this, or let's do something with both, right? I can click on this text right here, and I can click on spacing, and I can maybe click both of these things like this, and then we can go like this, etc. Well, that's cool. That was always cool. But what we're adding right now is a new mode that you're going to do. You're going to click up here, and you're going to go from element mode, which is changing text and buttons and configuring buttons, and you're going to go straight into something called layout mode. And what that means is when you click on something, it will show you a little drag handle like this. And right now I'm working on the padding, and you'll just drag it like this, and it'll tell you what position it is here, just like that. And you'll be able to just drag visually, just like that. Let's move on to the next one. The next one would be the padding right here. You'll just be able to drag like up and down, just like this, and add padding. Next, let's go to something like your margins, right? So this is just like adding spacing between stuff. There's a difference between padding and margin, but basically you'll be able to just drag this like this, and all of your spacing will be able to be done right on the canvas. You can still do it the old way, but if you just want to go visual and just do a drag and drop and say, how do I want this to look just by dragging, this is going to be coming as well. All of this stuff is going to be coming weekly over the next month here, folks. We're adding all of this stuff, and it's in the works. Big changes are coming just this Friday that you're going to see. So let's go on to the next one here. This let's see, this basically just tells you what your active container is that you're working on. This right here, and again, guys, this is our UI designer that does this, and then we put it into the app. So first we design how are we going to make this work. So check this out. This is basically when you have a button, and you see how the button is here. Right now, if you wanted to center this button, there's a lot of complexity to it. I don't even want to basically tell you, but what you have to do is you have to go up into the container like this, click on the layout, and then you have to click like center. I'm telling you, it's very complex. I think whoops, let me try that one more time just to show you how complex this is. You'd have to go to the layout above it, and I believe click vertical, and then click center here, and then center it. All right, so we're getting rid of all of this unnecessary complexity, and it's going to be simply, it's going to work like this. You'll click on something. You're not going to have to move up into a layer or anything, and you'll just say left, center, right, top, middle, bottom, and you can click left and top at the same time, and different things like that. Moving on after the alignment. Oh, and how to reach this section, just like how you have clone, delete, move up, you're going to see your alignment. So you'll click this, and then this will pop up, and then you can just center your stuff. Very, very simple. Next. This is one of the most exciting parts right here. So this is you basically working on your padding, but you'll also notice that when you're in this layout mode, that we have a little icon like this that you could click. And this right here opens up columns, and it's telling you that you're 2 columns. You want to make this 3 columns, you just go click 3 columns, 4 columns, 5 columns, just like that. And then you can go back to 4, back to 3, back to 2. So what that means is at any time, if you're inside of, let's say, a column grid that looks like this, 2 columns, like this, you're just going to be able to click on this, and just by doing something like this, clicking 3 columns, you're going to end up having 3 columns here. And if you want to delete back down to 2, 1, etc., just like that. And you'll notice the last one says add a row down. So if you wanted to add a whole new row right here, it would just add a whole new row right underneath it. so that visual sense of working on a page now, you'll be able to let me just close this out right here. You'll be able to just at any time go into your format mode and just start dragging things visually and say, hey, I want another box column right here. You'll click and turn this into a 2 column, a 3 column. This is like some of the last great stuff that we needed to work on in the page builder. Let me see what else we've got here for you. Okay, that was just another version of that. And wanted to let you know that also coming, I believe by Friday, we are adding right here, we are adding the funnels. So you are going to be able to not only work on your brand site, which are all these different pages that are in your site like this, but and you can see, folks, I'm constantly playing around with different colors as I do demos, but you'll be able to, right here, you're going to see on your section here, it's going to say funnels, and then organizing your funnels, you'll see all the different funnels that you've already created, how many pages you have in that funnel. You could add a new funnel. So let's go through some of the screenshots here. This is if you've clicked, like, let's just click right here. You would click there, and then it would show you, okay, these are the different pages in your funnels. These are some stats on them. You can drag and drop them in order that you want. Click on them to edit. If you wanted to add a new funnel, you would click here like this, click add new funnel, and then what would happen is you would get all the different funnels here. And that tells you how many pages are in them. You can preview them, and then you're going to say select, and then when you select that particular funnel to preview, what'll happen, let's say you click preview, it's going to show you the different pages that are in the funnel, and all of them are going to be themed as well. And then you could click, and then that's how you're going to be able to manage all of your funnels. One other thing, many of you that have been with me for a long time will remember that I had a graphic designer. His name was Lucius Saltabus, also known as Lucius Kern to many. He's been on the Marketer's Cruise. He was my videographer for 7 years. He was my graphic person. He designed all of the early sites. He started working with me in 2007. And then in 2013, when I moved to California to find as a co-founder of my previous company, he didn't get along with some of the other co-founders, so he had left. And what he's been doing is in ClickFunnels, he is the #1 seller all times What are you doing to me here, ClickFunnels? Add your company address. You're going to force me to do this now? You got to be kidding me. All right. So if you went to the funnels marketplace, the funnels marketplace, uh, you will find right here. Let me just go to 100%. You will find right here, do my site, do my .site. Now he is the the #1 selling funnel designer in the ClickFunnels marketplace. I'm pleased to announce that that Lucius is back working with our company at full time. He is turning in all of his sites, his clients. He's taken off the ability for people to work with him. So what I'm showing you right here, this site, launch your funnels faster. You can check it out at domy.site.com. Do it after the training today. But what you're seeing, this entire site right here, was built 100% in ClickFunnels, meaning he knows how to design really, really good. Nobody was able to even make ClickFunnels shine like this. Obviously, you could do this in Groove Pages, but he has an eye for design. So you see here, yes, this entire page was built with ClickFunnels. So if you go to the custom funnels, no, I'm sorry, all funnels. See, sorry, we're booked. That's because we've just hired him. We go back to custom funnels. You click on all funnels, and we're wrapping up Tom and Don. I'll be turning it over to you in just a minute. But take a look at this. He has funnels and brand sites for electricians, ebook funnels, landscapers, diet supplements, online training courses, vacation and rental and hotel funnels, phone computer repair shops, landscaper, agency, and this goes on and on. You can see my scroll bar is only about 20% down. We have app funnel, application funnels, plugins, all cake, bakery, all these different things. It's too much for me to list. And by the way, these, when we say funnels, they're not just one page. They're an actual complete funnel that goes all the way through. Law firm, ebook, local cleaner, landscaping. As I said, I can't go through all of this. He's designed all of these different templates. It just continues and continues and continues and continues. You can check all this out later. So he's even got some exit pop templates, all these different things. So we are putting Lucius to work with us. He's hired now. He started yesterday. And his first job is to take every single funnel that he has here over the next 30 days or 60 days, however long it's going to take him. And he's going to import this entire collection over to us, and they'll be sitting inside of your Groove Pages library. So that is coming very, very soon. There's even more stuff that Matt had gone over, but I want to turn it over. I wanted to go over most of the exciting stuff for you. So yes, we have a new template designer. He's a third person now on the team. It's going to help us move a lot quicker. Our designers are now building within the system. Oh, let me also show you this. Here's some new templates that are going to be coming soon. So I'm going to log out. If you go to your template library, some of these might even already be in there, but let me go to the pages. I'm logged in as my template designer now. So let me show you some new things that are coming. So we have a gym funnel template, a gym website, a real estate funnel. These are done. These are done. We just got to put them in there. So let me show you, for example, here. This is a template that we were going to have designed for free page builder. But again, this is something when we design them for ourselves, you will have as well. So that's one right there. Let's just take a look at this gym website. You can expect all of this stuff to start going live in about a week for you. We also added, I believe, the JV blog. So if you have a website and you want to have a JV site for all of your JV partners, you have that now. You'll film your video. Like if you notice if you go to ours, this is our example. Not using that because we had built our JV blog prior, but like this is the video that's explaining your program. what you'll do is you'll put your widget will go right here for your promo tools, tell about your affiliate program, how do your payment structure work. Here's a demo of the product, the dates, your prizes, all of these different things. You can delete sections that you don't need. What are people saying? What are the rules for your affiliate program? So now you have a JV blog template. Let's see what else you've got here, and then we'll turn it over to you've got a med spa, dentist, let's see, and we also have, I know the GroovePay template will be going live. We have the Marketer's Cruise. We've just finished today the GrooveCon template that is going to be for GrooveCon, and as we design this stuff for us, they'll be made live for you with the GrooveCon. Let me see if I could actually show you. Let me see here. Let me pull up the designer and then the image. Hold on one second. I'm on another screen, so you're not seeing anything. Okay, so if I click, let me download this, and it'll be easier to show it to you. So let me click download, go to my downloads. Okay, it will look something like this. This is a like for GrooveCon. Oops, I think I think I did the wrong one. He must have sent me another one. Let me see here. Sorry, folks, bear with me. This is the same one. Is this GrooveCon? Oh, this is GrooveCon. I'm sorry. So this is like for live events, and it will look like this. Or I think I just loaded the same one again. I apologize, folks. I remember going through it. I can't seem to find it, but yeah, we'll have a live event page for you as well. So we have great news coming, as we said, on designing your pages. We have great news coming on templates. We have just really, really cool news. Sorry, Tom, 40 minutes. I really thought I'd knock this out in 15 minutes. So I'm going to end it here. Donna, any feedback in there while we were going through all this stuff?
Oh my goodness, this chat is just blowing up. I have been typing nonstop the whole time you're talking, and there are probably still, 200 comments that I haven't looked at yet.
Oh my
Lots of
goodness.
excitement, lots of wow, holy moly on the templates, incredibly excited, a couple of booms. Somebody said, I've not ever been this excited during the day. I thought was a great comment.
Excellent.
There were a couple of questions that I can't answer. Are you willing to stick around and take a couple of questions?
Yeah, let me just say this, folks. Matt Nouse wanted me to stress that we're going away from daily updates, where you're getting, if we go to grooveupdates.com, I think that might be here. We're going away from daily updates where you see like things like this, and we're going to have one weekly update when you're just going to see all of this stuff just pushed out each week. So he wanted me to let you know that it's a new way that we can do better quality assurance and test things before we just make them live. So it's just something. So go ahead, Donna, with the questions.
Yeah, so here's a great question. So if I create my product in GrooveCell, so my product, and I have people sign up for my affiliate program, are they also linked to me then under Groove? Or do they have to have them sign up to Groove affiliate link first?
So that is a great question, and you're going to be very, very happy to know that as you promote your product through your affiliate program, this does go with a little complexity here. So the answer, in short, is yes, but it depends. So let me show you this. Okay, I'm going to click on what's in the upgrade. Okay, so as you know, free members get paid 20% commission on level 1. Let's just go down to the affiliate section here. Paid members get 40% commission and on level 1, and they get 10% commission on level 2. And I don't even think I wrote that here. I should probably put that. So free members get 20% on level 1 and 5% on level 2. Now here's the important thing. It's called the free money bonus. We pay you on non-promotional marketing as well. So what non-promotional marketing for paid members means is where we give you credit through your regular marketing. These are branded sections that say powered by GrooveFunnels either on your pages or on the webinar pages, and it will automatically have your affiliate link. However, I believe, and I'm going to check, I believe we made a decision that anybody that signs up through your it definitely works. It was whether or not the free members get paid on it, but I believe that the free members get paid on those referrals as well. So just to be very clear, if you were to go to groovejv.com and this was you, you were the person that had a site like this as a vendor, and somebody were to come to your site and sign up right here and create a GrooveSell account, yes, they are creating a GrooveSell account under you, and they are your not only your affiliate for your own product, but they're also, if they decide to promote and sell Groove pages, you will get paid on any upgrades that happen through your two-tier downline. Not only the people that sign up here, but the people they refer and the people that they start to upgrade down 2 levels. So yes. In short, yes.
Which is the first time I've ever heard anyone doing that, by the way. That, like, for those who are like, oh, okay, no, like this is big. This is never, like, no other company has ever done anything like that. It's normally a 2-step process. So when Donna asked that question, I was sitting back and listening to Mike, and I'm like, wait a minute. Anybody else, the answer would be no, you have to sign up for my particular affiliate program. And then I also have a second tier for Groove pages that you have to go sign up for as well, a 2-step thing. What Mike just described blew my mind. Well done, Mike. Good job.
Yeah, it's in this video. We explained it's called a parent-child, grandchild relationship. So let me just put it to you this way. If you take a look at somebody like we had Paul Murphy on, and Paul Murphy is a super affiliate for many different brands. If you were to sign Paul Murphy up for your affiliate program and he came to your page and decided to sign up to promote your product, by doing so, you also had him, if it was his first time, signing up for GrooveSell, if he also said, hey, this is pretty cool, I'm going to promote that too, you would get paid on his efforts. And if he upgraded, you get paid on him. So I know I wasn't clear on saying that, but the answer is yes, it's good news. Yeah. All right,
Awesome.
Donna, any others?
So people are excited about this idea of an automatic affiliate, and that the whole butterfly marketing model that we have built in, will that be available for them with their customers for their products too as an affiliate model?
Well, it wouldn't be us if we didn't put that. We are releasing a book this fall, as Donna knows. It's going to be called Butterfly Marketing. On the front cover is going to be one book called Butterfly Marketing. Donna, I didn't even tell you about this idea. The book will be Butterfly Marketing on the front cover, and if you turn over to the back cover, it's going to be upside down for another book, and then you're going to have to turn it, and it's going to be called GrooveFunnels. And we're redoing Launch Tree, our product from 2009. We're making it more modern. So if you're looking at that book right on your counter, it'll say GrooveFunnels, and if you turn it over, it's going to be upside down of another book that you turn over, and that's going to say Butterfly Marketing. So we're going to have 2 books in one. And we're going to be launching this hardcover book. And yes, Butterfly Marketing will allow you to not only have the promotion tools, that's part one, but you're going to be able to say, if anybody buys my product or opts into a web form, make them an affiliate at this level. And if they perform a certain task, or you give them a tag, or say something like, if they buy at this price point, upgrade them to this higher affiliate program or this custom affiliate program. So there's nothing in the world like that. So the answer, in short, yes, you will have the ability to have people that buy your products automatically become an affiliate. People that opt in on your websites automatically become an affiliate. And on top of that, you are going to be able to have them onto a web page, have their dynamic affiliate link, because all you're going to do is embed that promotion tools widget, and it's going to show up on their pages and their membership sites. Extremely powerful stuff. We will do trainings on this, because the person that asked that question, and maybe 15% of you are like, holy cow, and I'm sure like 85% of you are saying, I'm not quite getting what they're talking about. So that's because this training wasn't for that. We're just answering some individual questions. But the bottom line is, folks, when you can have somebody automatically become an affiliate for you on your opt-in page, you can have a thank you page, right? Imagine something like this. This is the GrooveCell thank you page, and this is just an idea that that just came to me, but we're not going to do it, but because we have an insight on members area after they log in. But I could have said thank you for signing up for GrooveCell, and I could have put the embed widget, and I could have put a video right on my thank you page after they opt in, and say, wait, before you go, let me talk to you about my affiliate program. I've gone ahead and already signed you up for it. You'll see links below. You could click on Facebook, and you have just turned your marketing that you're either getting from JVs, registering for webinars, doing Facebook advertising, anybody that comes into your list that you're working hard for, you're going to have a widget on there just like this. That imagine right here on this GrooveCell thank you page right here, I embedded that widget, and that widget was right here after me saying thanks for requesting my free report on the 7 things you should never do when trying to lose weight. In the meantime, if you want to share this with people you know, and you'll have an affiliate link for them right there. So yes, incredible stuff, incredible stuff.
Really
All
awesome.
right.
I have
Okay.
one more question for you
One
before
more.
you go. Is there a status on the Funnelytics integration? People are very excited about that.
Bump, 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 bump.
I know it's good news when you start singing.
Mikhail, the owner of Funnelytics, today at 9, I have a little fly literally like trying to bite me here as I'm talking. Hi, Mike. It's Mikhail from Funnelytics. How are you? Hope quarantine and blah, 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 blah. So he and I are talking. We're going to be actually doing, he's invited us to, as you can see, look at this right here. He's invited us. Would you be open to doing an interview with my group in the coming weeks to talk about GrooveCell? They are, well, GrooveFunnels, they are all in, folks, all in. So the integration is a two-way street. So the basic integration, I got it, little bastard. Sorry, he was biting me as we were talking, this guy. The integration
We
on
can't
our,
have the disclaimer, no animals were harmed during this webinar.
I can't say that because an insect is technically an animal. So we are going to do the integration with what they provide us. It'll just be a basic thing. It won't be in the app, but we are then working with him. Again, I can't say because I don't know that it's public information, but I do know that something very, very good on his end was closing. That's basically going to allow him to quadruple his development team, and they're going to put dedicated people, and we're going to put dedicated people working together to actually integrate what we, if you notice here, okay, right here it says SDK API. So we are allowing developers to create apps that the app will show inside of our app like this. If we go to GrooveCell, you would see something like Funnelytics if you went into the apps and you activated it. So we're going to actually build one of the very, very first apps. Will be a Funnelytics app, and then you can integrate it right here. And obviously, their mapping software is free, so you'll be able to do all the mapping, and then you could pay them if you want to have the analytics and everything like that, happening in real time. But yes, that is coming. That is coming. How soon? I can tell you probably by the end of the June, we'll just have basic integration where you could log into their dashboard and map our pages and things like that. But deep integration as an app in here, that might take till the end of the year. So it's going to be in phases. Don't want to overpromise you on that one. All right, so wow. That wraps it up. 15 minutes, my butt, 53 minutes. Tom, I'm going to turn it right over. John Cornetta came on the call to say hi. So let me at least let him say that because he came on not just to, be supporters for us. We have, we're putting, close to 800 new members a day in here. And so, John, if you're still there, you want to say hi, and we'll turn it over to Tom and Donna. John, you might be on mute, or he might have stepped away. So if he does hear us, he'll come back, but he's not hearing us. So I'm going to read all your comments, everybody. But right now, I'm going to hit mute, and I'm going to be off the line here.
One
Yes,
more
Tom,
question for you, Mike. Did you use chopsticks in catching that fly, Mr. Miyagi style?
No, my two pinkies, while my arms are crossed. It's and I do it 100% of the time. I never miss.
All right.
All right. Thank you, Tom.
Right.
Go
Fantastic.
ahead. Take it.
Mike.
Bye, everybody.
Thank you. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, here we go. I'm actually, since last week, there was a request to see my face. This is my quarantine haircut. It's normally much shorter, but it's good to see here. It's good to hear Mike share all those amazing updates that are coming. And holy cow, your mind is probably blown away just like mine is. You can see not only Mike and John and Matt and the whole team, they are working around the clock to give you, to give me, to give all of the GrooveFunnel members everything that we possibly need to take it and run with it. So what we're going to be talking about today are a couple things. You saw here the important updates from Mike. You saw that, the challenge from last week. Then we're going to get into some process and steps to getting live and getting results. We're going to dive into a live demo, and we're going to go into some Q&A, and Donna Fox is in there answering the Q&A in the chat as we speak. So let's dig right into it. Let me jump to the next slide here. For those who were on last week, we had a challenge. We talked a lot about the mindset. We talked a lot about imperfect action always beats perfect inaction. So there was a challenge at the end of last week, which was, did you get an opt-in page or a sales page created live since last week's training call? So let's hear it in the chat below. Type in a 7 if you did. And if you did, go ahead and put the URL in there so we can take a peek at it. Now, obviously, I won't be able to do it live while we're doing it, but so we can have the chat and go take a look. And by the way, that's kind of an extra added little thing that we want to have in this community is some feedbacks. You know, Mike uses it. So many top experts uses the fact that we reach out to our network. Hey, here's what I got. What am I missing? How can I make it better? And so use this community and obviously go into the Facebook community as well and start making some connections, start providing value, and start building those relationships of people that you resonate with, that you can bounce ideas back and forth. All right, here's what I've got. What am I missing? How can I make it better? What sucks, etc. And just with no expectation other than you both are like-minded people, as we all are in this community, who, at least from my perspective, wants to help other people. And that old adage is, how can I help you? Those 5 words, how can I help you? The more you give, the more you receive. So jump in there, type 7 with your URL if you got it done. Type a 3 in the chat if you didn't, and a reason if you want to give a reason. Let me jump over into these and see what we got going here. So let me scroll down. 3, I did 1 second. Okay, 3.
Hey, Tom.
Yeah, what's happening?
If you need a haircut, I'll drive over with my clippers.
Come on over, man. Yeah, absolutely. Let's get this sucker shaved up. Yeah, I'll trust you.
Take it off. Take it off. Bye-bye.
All right. Good to hear you, John. That's John Cornetta, ladies and gentlemen. So here we go. So 7, not live yet. 3, still figuring things out. It's not straightforward sometimes. Yes. And this goes into, you know, the mindset. We're going to be diving into this. Mike and I, John and I, you know, with all the projects that we've done, we go in there putting our best foot forward, and we're like, look, the results are going to be somewhere worst case scenario and best case scenario, and generally it's going to be somewhere between those 2 parameters that we can forecast. It's all a hypothesis until it goes live, whether that's an opt-in page or whether that's a sales page. You have some estimates, worst case scenario, best case scenario, and it's probably going to be somewhere in between there. Every once in a while, something goes way worse than the worst case scenario, and you don't jump into the corner and curl up in a ball. You're like, all right, what the heck happened? All right, what can we do? So scratch that. What's the next attempt? You keep going and doing it as long, you're willing to do whatever it takes for as long as it takes until you crack that code. And then sometimes it works even better than the best case scenario. Those are ones you look forward to. And it's kind of like, you know, in American baseball, when you step up to the plate, sometimes you strike out, sometimes you get a single, a double, a triple, a home run, and every once in a while, a grand slam. But you have to step up to the plate. And sometimes even the best hitters, so using this baseball analogy is a perfect analogy. So Babe Ruth, for those who are baseball fans, was known as the home run king. And he's known as that because he was, for the longest time, the person who held the title for the most home runs. What people didn't pay attention to was he was also the strikeout king. What's that mean? That means he stepped up to the plate more times than everyone and never made it to base. But they remember him for the home runs. Right? So if Mike and I and John and I were to go through and list out all of the ones that struck us out, we'd be here for days on end. But guess what? We continue to get back up to the plate And this one, we're picturing in our mind, we're getting on base with this one. Boom, we swing. Sometimes it's single, sometimes it's double, sometimes it's triple. Every once in a while, a home run. And the greatest thing ever is that grand slam. But guess what? Let's think about baseball. If you bat a 300, which means you get on base 3 out of 10 times, you're going to be in the Hall of Fame. They strike out 7 out of 10 times they don't get to base. 7 out of 10 times. And what you're going to find in marketing is a similar type of correlation. The marketers whose names you know, love, and trust generally have roughly 70 to 80% success rate. I mean, failure rate, and they get on base 20 to 30% of the time, meaning they have things that are successful 20% to 30% of the time. Obviously, you get better with anything when you go through that process we talked about of not knowing what you don't know to being unconsciously competent to it. You get better as you hone your craft, but you still have to go there knowing you're probably not going to get the home run right off the bat. You're probably going to have similar percentages that even the best of the best have, where maybe 2 or 3 out of 10 attempts get you the success that you were looking for, but you have to have the proper mindset. So we're going to dive into that. So I'm looking more here and seeing, so 773 had some serious problems with integrations. Okay. All right, and we talked about this as well. In this world, and you heard my way of describing it, you have to expect challenges. You have to expect it. You can't go in saying, all right, I'm going to knock this out. There's going to be no problems whatsoever. You can think positively and optimistically, but stuff's going to happen. And we'll get to that here in a little bit. Talking with client to move. Okay, so good. So I see a lot of interaction here. So well done. And way to take action. We're going to be talking more about this at the end. We'll have another challenge, and keep in mind when you get it done and you get your opt-in page up and live, and or when you get your sales page up and live, make sure you're ready to share that with us next week so that we can see it and also go back to what I talked about of teaming up inside the Facebook group. Make sure you're making some friends, making some alliances in there. And, you know, I shared this story, but it's worth saying again. Mike Filsaime and I crossed paths at an event in January 2005. I sent him a follow-up email after that. If you remember our talk last week, the money is in the list and the money is in the follow-up. And so when we crossed paths again in March of 2005, he remembered me because I was one of the few, probably one of maybe 2 people who sent a follow-up after the event. So I was top of mind awareness for him, and then we ended up sitting together, forming a friendship. We stayed friends throughout that entire year. He helped me, I helped him, and then the beginning of the next year is when we teamed up. So you never know where these relationships can go, but it's nice to have. So for instance, before we teamed up, he's like, yeah, I got this butterfly marketing coming out. And here's the other great part. You don't have to be a great speller or a great grammatical, English teacher. I saw someone picking on one of our friends who's running an ad for his amazing copywriting book. And someone commented saying, I noticed some misspellings. I'm not getting it. My comment was, the great news is you don't have to know how to spell or use grammar properly to earn millions. That's just the bottom line. So there are the grammar Nazis, that's fine. But I happen to have a pretty good grasp on it, not the best, but enough to where I was the one that helped Mike go through the sales letter prior to us working together, just helping each other out. And through Yahoo Messenger, telling him, all right, here correct this, correct this, correct this. And got that ready for launch at the good enough stage without going to a professional editor and having it all T's crossed and I's dotted, but a good enough level, produced over $1.5 million in 10 days or so. So this is all about interaction. So well done for accepting the challenge, well done for taking action, and well done for being here. We're going to dive into some great stuff today. And let's take a step back. This is some important stuff. Before you jump into Groove Pages, before you jump into Groove Sell, you actually have to take some time to get a pen and a paper and figure out what the heck it is you're actually going to be doing, right? And even prior to that, let me talk on the first point here. There's always stuff happening. Yes, this is the next level of stuff that we've been dealing with for a few weeks that's never occurred in multiple generations since the early 1900s. And definitely the first time the world economy has been pretty much on lockdown, and we in turn been in the social distancing thing. So yes, this is a unique category of stuff, but take away that, and even during this stuff that we're all dealing with, individually, we all have stuff going on. You know, I have several friends who have lost family members, not necessarily all related to the COVID, but you know, a great friend's mother just passed away. Another friend's mother passed away. You know, and there are some people who have lost some family and friends from this whole thing. So stuff. There's either going to be something in this category. There's something in your personal health or someone close to you, their personal health, i.e., you know, possibly in the hospital or dying. There's going to be some relationship stuff going on, either for you personally or people in your close vicinity. Or there's going to be some financial stuff going on, either personally or in your vicinity. And every once in a while, you get the trifecta, where in your world, you've got some health issues, some relationship issues, and some finance issues. And I'm just going to set this stage for you that happens to Mike, that happens to me, that happens to John, that happens to Tony Robbins, that happens to anybody you name, because we all share the common theme that we are human. So I'm bringing this up to let you know there's always going to be stuff. And as a marketer, as an entrepreneur, you have to not pretend the stuff doesn't get to you, not pretend the stuff isn't important, but be able to disassociate with it, compartmentalize it, and say, all right, yeah, that sucks with Aunt Sally, you know, crap, that's bad news. I got this call I got to get on, so I'm going to compartmentalize that, get back to it after I go do this call. All right, you see what I'm saying? You have to understand there's always going to be stuff. And prior to jumping into Groove Pages, jumping into GrooveSell, and trying to get your momentum, trajectory, and results off the ground, I can't be thinking about Aunt Sally while I'm on this call. I can't be on, you know, my mind brought into these other things when I'm trying to get my page built, when I'm trying to get the affiliate information all set up, right? So that's something I have to bring up. I just put on paper what the mindset is. When you get into the zone, you have to compartmentalize that stuff and give the time, attention, and focus to include getting rid of all the distractions. The phones, turn that crap off, get it off. The text messaging, get it off. The Skype, the Facebook, the Zoom, all that stuff, turn it off. Don't let it distract you. Give yourself that breakaway and transition, like, okay, stuff's going to be happening. I'm unavailable for the next hour. And you cocoon away from your family, and you put the blinders on, you get the focus, and you get a pen and a paper is probably the best way to do this, is to not jump in already before you get in. The way that I'm framing this in my mind is, okay, we're going to go into Groove Pages, we're going to go into GrooveSell. I got stuff I need to do. Well, let's think just getting in a car, right? Okay, Bill, Roger, Sally, Ann, you know, okay, what are you going to do? Well, I'm going to get in a car. Okay, great. Where are you going? I don't know, but I got some car things to do. I'm going to drive around, right? So I'm saying this in a way that you can understand. I talk with a lot of people who, yeah, I put a lot of work in today. Okay, great. What'd you get done? Well, nothing, but I was working, you know, from 9 in the morning to about 6 at night. Okay, show me what you got. Well, I don't have anything. They're just driving around, right? So you can get into Groove Pages and GrooveSell and click around and get caught down these rabbit holes. And then if you don't turn off the distractions, next thing you know, you're watching YouTube videos. Next thing you know, you're texting people. Next thing you know, you're doing all the other stuff. So you have to put those barriers up and get the focus down and say, okay, here's the deal. I've got an hour to get this done. And that goes to the next step, clarity. What am I doing? Like, what's the goal here? Which leads to the desired outcome. So clarity. Lack of clarity is the root of all failure. Lack of clarity is the root of all failure. And I would go on to say it's the root of procrastination. It's the root of perfectionism. It's the root of time wasted, because you aren't clear and you don't have the clear desired outcome of why it is that you're actually in here. What's the end result that you're searching for? And jumping down to the next bullet there, what's the deadline to get it done? I mean, there's a rule in marketing. If it doesn't have a deadline, it's more in the dream category. You have to put a deadline on yourself. We work best with deadlines, at least in the United States. For those who were in the US and went to high school or went to college, answer me this. When you had a term paper due, let's see, what's today? Tuesday, if you had a term paper due not this Friday, but next Friday, when would you start doing that? Many people will say, well, probably Thursday night, not this Thursday, next Thursday, right? A deadline drives us to take the proper action. And it circles back to one of the lessons I learned from one of my mentors, Zig Ziglar. I was fortunate to meet Zig before he passed and spend some time with him. But Zig has a training that he gives called the day before vacation. Think about this. It's easy to get caught up in the busyness. It's easy to get caught up in life. But when you are catching a plane at 6 a.m. tomorrow morning, guess what most people do? All right, before we go, we got to do all this stuff. All right, before we get on the road to catch that plane, which most people aren't flying right now, but some are, here are all the things that we have to get done. Because when we're away from here, there's no way that it can get done. So these are all the things before we leave here and close the door. This is all that needs to get done. And the thing is, with day before vacation is, you may reflect and see this in yourself, as I did, that you get it all done. Why? Because you aren't messing around. You got a deadline. We leave and there's no, like, I got to get this done. So, okay, done, boom, next, done, next. Similarly, when you go in to Groove Pages, when you go into GrooveCell, you have to have the clarity, you have to have the desired outcome, you have to have a deadline. And I would recommend you give a deadline for how long you're going to be in there. Schedule it for an hour, schedule it for a half hour, and set a timer. And by the end of this timer, when the alarm starts going off in an hour, I want to have an opt-in page. And then you break it down. What do you need for all this? So whether it's an opt-in page, let me just give you a brief scenario. So an opt-in page, you're going to need some assets, right? You're going to need assets of either text, pictures, video, right? You're going to need some type of opt-in integration, right? So Aweber, ActiveCampaign, GetResponse, you name it, some type of way to collect the email address. You're going to need a thank you page, and you're going to need an initial email at the very least, correct? So I wrote these down. You see, this is what I would want you to do. So, okay, before I jump in there, what am I looking to do? I'm looking to create an opt-in page where someone can give me their name and email address. And in doing so, I'm going to have to give them an offer that's as irresistible as I can make it to say, holy cow, Tom, I can't believe you're going to give me that for only my name and email. I was going to pull out my wallet and be willing to pay for that, but absolutely, I'm giving my name and email. So I'm going to, what are you going to use? You're going to need some text, you're going to need some pictures, you're going to need some video, you need the opt-in integration, you're going to need a thank you page after they opt in to where they go after that. And then you're also going to have to draft up an initial email, right? So you think about this stuff before going in to create that opt-in page. Make sense? And then you can get a little bit more complex as you grow in your expertise, okay? What if they get to the page and they start to leave and then I have a pop-up, an exit pop, things like that, right? But let's keep it basic for now. And then the same thing applies for a sales letter. Okay, I want to create some way where people can go to this page, see what I've got to offer them, see the irresistible offer and say, yes, I'm in, click the button, pull out their credit card, pull out or put in their PayPal information, pay me for it, and then have my way or method of fulfilling that. So with the same thing, you're going to need a lot of the similar things we talked about already for the opt-in page. You're going to need the assets that make you get that irresistible offer across to them in the best manner. So that would be some text, that would be some pictures, possibly, that would be some video, that would be some testimonials, possibly, and on and on. What is it that you need to make that happen? Then also you're going to have a way of payment processing, a way for them to payment process, which leads us over to GrooveCell, right? Payment processing, and then once they buy, we can keep it simple, and then we can go complex a little bit later, a little more complicated. But once they buy, that also leads to needing a thank you page. After they say yes, and they pull out their credit card and they make that transaction, where do they go next? Now that leads to, depending on your scenario, an upsell. So that's an upsell possibility. So the thank you page wouldn't be, hey, congratulations, thank you, or what you're going to find in your email is, it wouldn't be that description. It would be congratulations. That's You know, and you would then have, if you like that, you're going to love this in an upsell type of fashion. And then you can go down a whole different funnel path. But what you're going to need is the assets to make that irresistible offer, the payment processing method, and then the thank you page to keep it simple. And then also integrated with your email, right? Because you got the email with the opt-in page, but guess what? With the payment processing, you're going to want that integrated with your email system as well. So you'll have your opt-ins, you'll have your buyers. Your buyer list will be a different list, obviously. So you want to integrate it with your email. And then at the same time, you also want to have that first email at the very least. Okay, and then in some cases, in both of those cases, it may also need to integrate with a Facebook group, a membership site, etc. Right? You see, so this is vital for you prior to going into Groove Pages, prior to going into GrooveSell, because otherwise it's like the scenario I mentioned to you earlier. Hey, I need to go for a drive in the car. Where are you going? I don't know. I gotta spend some time driving, and you just drive around. Now I'm gonna call a timeout there, because while you're learning anything, you do have to go through those 4 stages of understanding what you're doing. So sometimes maybe you're scheduling just driving around, but that's a scheduled intent. That's your desired outcome. You know what? I'm going to put a half hour into just going into Groove Pages and playing around, because you're going to learn some of the nuances. You're going to learn how to get things done the way you expect your site to be when you get in there and play around with it. You can't learn to swim by reading a book. You can't learn to ride a bike by reading a book. You can't learn Groove Pages from listening to us. You have to dig in, roll your sleeves up, and get into it. So sometimes you might want to schedule that time to go in there and play around. But prior to you going in, when you actually have a desired outcome that is, look, I want an opt-in page for this particular site, or I want a sales page for this particular site. And then you tap into the information we shared last week and several other trainings as well as to how to create that irresistible offer, how to get into some of the things that lead to the next one, the proper energy and mindset. You have to transition from doing it. I mean, let me ask you this. Can you tell the difference between a needy marketer and someone that just really loves and believes in what they do? And that may take a little while to sink in. Yes, you're doing this to grow your opt-in list. Yes, you're doing this to produce some sales if it's a sales page. But circling back to one of the things we talked about in some prior trainings, one of the things that led me to being #1 in 5 separate sales organizations and being able to produce great results online is I believe in my company. I believe in my product. I believe in my service. I believe in myself. It's my belief that when people get what I have that is in this particular niche, you know, this is, whether it's health, whether it's relationships, whether it's finances, whatever this is, they can get the similar type of things elsewhere, but they're missing out. If they aren't getting it from me, they're missing out because of my company, my product, my service, and me. And when you have that belief, that's where it shines, and that's where you come into the proper energy and mindset. It's my duty, it's my responsibility to get this to the people who are in need of this particular product or service. When you have that level of belief, it comes through into your copy. It comes through in your videos. All right, so that's good. So give me a 1 if this all resonates with you. Give me a 1 in the chat if this is all making sense. Let me check over there, see what's going on. Give me a 1. All right. Let's see here. Dean, DJ, John, Chame. Oh man, we got a lot. Tracy, Jay, Brian, Tammy, Stephen, Chris, Tahir, Helen, Helene, Francis. Different screen yet. Francis, you won't be able to see the chat. That's for us. Nellie, Len, Daniel, Linda, Carolee, James, Dorina, Basil, Brian, Barb, M. Gabriel, Connell, Kimberly, Marikar, Gwen, Key, Trey, Ganesh, Romana, Jamie, Peter, Gabriel. Peter Gabriel. There's two Peter above Gabriel. He's a singer as well. Martin, Jolene, Bill, Chad, Alan. Awesome. Thanks. Helene, 1 and loving it. Roosevelt, that's what I did when I built my page. Well done. Alina, good. Getting there. Ray, Glenn, Liga, Wynn, Georgia, Eamon, Georgia, Julian, Dave, Lore, Stuart, Pat. Do not see what you're writing. Of course, you couldn't see what you couldn't read it if I showed you. I'm left-handed. This is called left-handed chicken scratch. Francis, I'm left-handed. I'm the only one who can interpret. I'm like a doctor. I'm the only one who can interpret my writing. Fred, Joe, how's the best way to shut yourself off from the rest of the world to get things done? That's a great question, Joe. And let me just state, every relationship is different. There's no one size fits all. So Joe, that's a very powerful answer. Let's dive into that a little bit before we move on. Key, more than I bargained for. Great, amazing. Shane, how do I access Groove Pages Pro? Oh, good question. So we'll get to that in a little bit. Groove Pages Pro. It's the upgrade, how to upgrade when you go to that main dashboard. Meditate, Brian said for that answer. Kimberly, if we market Groove Apps as an affiliate, oops, we'll get to that later. Caesar, okay, so that's a great question because stuff's always happening, and how do we detach from the world and shut yourself away? So every scenario is different. Every household is different. Every relationship is different. It's up to you to use your proper discernment. I like to preface it to the people that are important to me and kind of help them get on my side, help them understand that I'm not trying to be a jerk, that I'm not trying to act isolated and turn my back to them if I'm not able to be in a different room. But I would have a conversation with them prior to this and say, hey, as you know, during this coronavirus, I'm seeking to get my online business and online results amped up a little bit. So I'm learning some ways to do this. I have some software to do this, and it's going to take some time. Kind of like me going to learn something at school, right? So I learned some stuff, and I've got to go do it, and I have to take actions. Now these actions, when I get up there and when I start getting results, are going to be great for us and our family. Like it's going to help provide us some extra financial stability, turn our dreams into reality and stuff like that. But it doesn't happen without me going and actually rolling my sleeves up and doing it. Does that make sense? So I'm asking, hey, do you support me on this? Can I get your support? And with that support, I'm going to actually need a couple hours, an hour here, an hour there, to actually cocoon myself off and go into a corner and just get at it. Turn my phone off, turn off all distractions, and pretty much be untouchable unless someone's hand got chopped off or finger got chopped off. Like, give me that space so I can dig in, because if I can't give it the time and attention, it'll take way longer for me to learn. All right, so you basically get their buy-in first and then prep them when you're going to go into that mode. Okay, so I have it scheduled and I would recommend actually scheduling it in your calendar. All right, so and prepping them in the morning. Okay, so today at 11 a.m. from 11 to noon, I have this homework assignment I have to get done. So I'm going to be cocooned up and unavailable from 11 to 12. Is that okay? Great. We have anything else going? Right. So basically, it's communication, right? And every relationship is different. And every person and dynamic is different, but that's the way I like to do it. Like this call, like I had, I have to tell the people that are important to me, like, so, okay, from at least 6 to 7:30, possibly even closer to 8, I'm unavailable, right? So, I don't accept any phone calls. I don't pay any attention to this. My attention is here. So the similar way that I'm breaking away and doing this is as important as how you have to preface that and get their support to help you and be actually cheering for you, right? You want your people to be cheering for you, not pissed off at you. Does that make sense? It's much harder if they're pissed off at you than if they're cheering for you. Like, all right, yeah, he's over there, he's working, he's got this cool project I'm excited about. So communicate in that type of manner. Now, how to do it? Did I bring it with me? Yeah. So okay. So nowadays, these are the AirPods, right? So these are noise canceling. I have other Bose noise canceling headphones. So if you don't have noise canceling headphones, put some headphones in and put some Mozart or something on that isn't, I would highly recommend not songs that, at least for me, that I sing along to, get me pumped up. Like I like to get in more in the Mozart stuff that I don't really know. I can remember some of the tunes, but I put stuff like that in, and or just put it in. And when you put it in, you don't have to have anything going, and people think you're unavailable, right? Give them that type of signal, right? So there's a whole bunch of different ways. It's up to you to figure out that way. I would recommend re-listening to this or taking some notes on how to do that. And remember, it's all about communication. And there's a way to do it where you're like, God damn it, I'm gonna be over here, stop messing with me. I wouldn't recommend that. Right? I'd be more of the amicable try, because if there's conflict, that's kind of hard to compartmentalize. And I'm speaking from experience with my previous wife years and years ago. Not a big fan. When are you going to give up this dream crap and get to a job at the factory type of stuff? So I get everyone has different scenarios. Been there, done it, not easy. And if that is you, it's still possible. Yes, it's going to be a little more difficult. Yes, you're going to have to be a little more resourceful, but I've been there. Many others have been there. And with determination and with discipline and with commitment, being willing to do whatever it takes for as long as it takes, you can get there. So give me a 2 if that was helpful for any of you. Give me a 2 in the chat if that was helpful. Key, got the t-shirt. Yeah, me too, right? Oh man, I knew Donna back then. I know Mike back then, and it's fun to joke on, but it was not fun to be in. All right, so yeah, okay, cool. So y'all are getting it. 2, good. So glad to hear. Wrote that book. I wrote that book. So, and I'm just putting it out there because it's not all rainbows and unicorns is really the premise of this. And guess what? For all the people with the big names, myself, Mike, John, you name it, Tony Robbins, Russell Brunson, you name any of them, there's stuff happening. It's called being human, but you have to compartmentalize it. You have to work within the boundaries that you have, and you have to be committed to do whatever it takes for as long as it takes. Following the advice that I just outlined here is the preface of what it takes to get in the right mental mindset, to have the clarity, to have the desired outcome, to have the deadlines in place, not just for how much time you're going to spend. Like, I highly recommend that, because there's that vacuum principle where if you don't have an end time, it'll suck you in and you'll be there for 3-4 hours. But if you're like kind of like that day before vacation, if you're like, I only have an hour, from 2 to 3 p.m. today is my hour to dig in, and I'm going to give it my full attention and focus. And you'll be amazed with clarity and intention and focus. You'll get more in that hour than an unintentional 3 to 4 hours, minimal, probably more in that hour. So this is all what it takes to get prepared to dive in, because you don't want to be driving around in there with no destination in mind. This gives you the destination. So now let's jump into Groove Pages. Here we go. So let me turn this off real quick. I'm gonna play around here quickly. What do I got going? All right, I'm gonna turn the camera off as I jump into, what are we gonna jump into? Google Chrome. All right, we're gonna jump into Google Chrome. All right, so I laid the foundation. And now, once you log in, so there was a question about the upgrade. Here is, so when you're in your, when you first log in, you're in there and you can learn more about the upgrade here, or click upgrade and it'll tell you all about it. We're gonna dive into Groove Pages. And remember, we've done the work. We've narrowed it down. Now, for a little bit, we're gonna play around. We're gonna drive around for a second, not long, because we got stuff to dive into, but let me just get to some real raw basics. What you're looking at here is not gonna be in your members area. There might be nothing in there if you're brand new. It'll just have this screen here, my new site. So what I would recommend is you don't go into my new site, you go into this button in the top right, new site. You click that. You don't click on the start from scratch. You click on templates. Now, as Mike mentioned, there's a whole bunch of templates coming, and holy cow, Donna told me before we joined before we turned it live today, that Lucius was on board, and I was jumping for joy. I worked with Lucius. I was there a couple years before he came on board, and he is phenomenal. As Mike pointed out, there's going to be huge amounts of templates in here coming soon. But here's what you got right now. And what I'm going to do is just give you a taste. So when you did the pre-work, and you're coming in here, you go and you click on templates. For me, I like to get things done quickly, efficiently, effectively. I'm not the from scratch person. That would take me too long. I get too frustrated, just not gonna happen. I'm going to go down and click a template, and I'm going to say, how can I get my desired outcome done quickly, easily, and professionally? And I'm going to scroll through some of these, and I'm going to take a peek. So when you're looking at some, so I'm big video. Like that for me, I can just hold the iPhone up with one shot, no editing. You know, okay, here's the video I'm going to create. I do it, create the video, upload it to YouTube, use that YouTube video. So I'm going to look at the video ones. And so what you can do is you click on preview. And remember, you have in mind what you're wanting to do. And so you take a look at it and you scroll down. Okay, here, headline. Okay, you got some pictures, you got some text. And remember, you can delete all this stuff. Just because it has it doesn't mean you have to use all this. And so we'll dive into some of that here in a second. So that's one of the video options. And then I'm scrolling around, I'm looking to see what the other video options are. So I'm gonna look on this preview and see what this is. All right, so this at the top here, you could keep that, change the text. You could take that out, you could change the color, do whatever you want. It's got the video there. Oh, see, I love this. This has got Tom Beal written all over it because it's simple, right? Look at this. How simple is that? Free video, boom. You go here. Well, we're just in preview mode. I'll show you in a second. And you change out the YouTube video, and boom, you're ready to go. You link it to either something for sale or an opt-in page, and you're good to go. I like that. And then what's another one? This one's not. That's more of a picture. Let's take a look. I'm not sure. Take a look at this one. Is that a video? Yeah, that's actual video. I thought it was a picture, right? So this is why it's always good to click and see. So that's not a picture, that's a video. So this might be pretty cool too. Okay, so a video with a headline, some text, some bullet points, and a button that all is modifiable. And all of this is also there and can be deleted. Testimonials, call to action. Okay, pretty cool. And then another video one, let's take a look. Okay, so that was one. That's all pictures, pictures, pictures. Scroll down. Scroll down. All right, another video. Let's take a look at this one. Free live training. Okay. Oh, pretty simple. I like this. Okay, so this the main one is for a free live training, but you can change it and make it whatever you want. But you see, you just go here and you get the overview and pick one that you feel is the right one for you to dive in and begin with. And there's more. And these look like they're all the same, just with different colors at the top here. And then you've got this one. Let's see what this one is too. So after you do this, oh wow, this is the one that Mike showed us, I think, earlier. Let's take a peek. So headline, subheadline, video, anything you want there, the about, how do payments work, when it's happening, price. Yeah, this is the one Mike showed us in that thing there. So it's already in there. This is cool. And this so many templates coming. This is going to be fantastic. But in the meantime, we use what we've got. So of the ones that I looked at, all right, I'm going to go with this right here. So I'm going to select it. And we're going to go to work. So free video, learn how to grow your mailing list with organic. Okay, so that you can change the headline to whatever you want. So, or not the headline, this is actually text. So we're going to go to this text. So you can change the text to whatever you want. And then this goes back to your copy. And before you start doing stuff, obviously you go into the whole irresistible offer mindset. You think of who are these people, what, go into that, who's the persona and avatar of this person, what keeps them up at night, what are their problems, their worries, their challenges, their difficulties, and what are their dreams, right? So you have to get into the mind of your prospect. There was that empathy map diagram that I gave inside the Facebook group. That gives you a great idea of how to find out what your people are thinking, what they're hearing, what they're seeing, what some of the common words are that they are. So for me, I got a whole bunch of stuff. So recently I just went from 165 pounds to 154 pounds. So how I went from, and now 169 pounds, actually 169 pounds to 154 pounds in 1 week without working out. Okay, so that's a reality, right? So then you can go here and play with the size. Do you see how I did that? I just highlighted it all. click a few times till it's all highlighted. Go to this little drag drop thing right here. And there you have it. So there's that. And then I don't have a video for this, so watch this. I mean, here I'm going to show you how this works. So first of all, I took a screenshot of my scale from a week ago and from this morning. So 169.1 to 154 point. Where's that? 154.9. So from 169 to 154. Okay, so check this out. So, all right, I'm gonna turn this on so you can see this. All right, now I don't have legal approval. I would have to check to make sure this is something that people would allow. But here's how you do it: you click it on video, and basically you go through the training that I taught you, tell your story, share your results, and sell your system. All right, so a funny thing happened to me in this past week. I went from 169 pounds to 154 pounds in 1 week without working out. And the funny part about it is, when I started talking about this with my friends and family, they're like, holy crap, what did you do and how did you do it? Which led me to this video here that you're watching. I actually created a step-by-step process of what I did, how I did it, why I did it, and how possibly you could do it too. So simply enter your name and email below, and I'm going to share the secrets of how I went from 169 pounds to 154 pounds, or if you do the math, that's 15 pounds in 1 week without working out, without any pains or any discipline or any serious commitment, just making a choice. So enter your name and email below, and I look forward to getting that information. Oh, by the way, you'll also be redirected to a private Facebook group where others who have implemented this strategy are going to share their success stories as well. Oh, and there's also nothing to buy. Just enter your name and email and check it out. Talk with you soon. There you have it. So now I got this video. Now I take this video and you go to the YouTube app. I go to YouTube. There's a little button there. You press plus. Where's that? The camera. The little button there. You press plus. I'm going to plus. I'm going to load the video. I'm going to do that. I'm going to click next. I'm going to upload it. I'm going to say how I went from 169 pounds to 154 pounds in 1 week without working out. All right, I'm going to copy that and paste it as the description. Copy, paste. I'm going to press upload. I'm going to make this public, upload, and that's going to be happening while we're doing this. And this is, ladies and gentlemen, this is how simple, how quick, how easy it is to get this all rolling. So that's uploading. It'll be done in a second or two. While we're talking, I'll make it happen. So now what we're going to do is actually go to this video. We're going to go to configure, and we're going to get that YouTube code here in a second. But in the meantime, let's go down here and say, yeah, let's do this. Actually, let me try something here. Let me do something pretty interesting. I didn't even think about this, but let's do it. I'm scroll down here, and I'm just going to do, what do I want to do? Aweber. I'm drag Aweber in right there. And now I'm going to go down here to, wait a second. There we go, Aweber component. I'm going to go to configure, integration, Aweber, list. I'm going to do, where is it? Got a few lists in here. Here it is. Do that one. And thank you redirect. I'm going to do a URL. So thank you redirect. I'm actually going to go to my other page here and pull this up real quickly. Facebook.com/groups/3-day Apple Fast. I'm going to copy and paste this URL. This is going to send them to the group right after they opt in. So I copied this URL. This is the thank you redirect link. Boom, they're going to go there. And there it is. Update that. Boom. So instead of even having the button, I'm going to take that button right off. This is how quick, easy, and simple it can be. All right, now I need to make these doable. I need to make this text. How can I change that? Configure. All right, I'm not sure how to do that. Oh, I know, change the background. How's that? Simple as that. Save. Okay, so now I'm gonna go over to YouTube. Well, actually, yeah, it'll work. YouTube.com/Tom Beal. Whoops. And y'all have seen this live. So when I go here, I'm gonna click on videos. How we went from 169 pounds to 154 pounds in 1 week. It's live. 1 minute and 3 seconds.
All right, so
1 minute and 3 seconds. So I'm gonna go up here. I'm gonna grab this and copy that. And jump back over here. Go to the video there. Paste it in. Update. Boom, ladies and gentlemen. I love it. Free video. And actually, you know what? I'm gonna take that out. I'm gonna take that whole thing out. Delete. I think the headline is good enough, right? And ladies and gentlemen, we have it. Save. Publish. And change to subdomain. Lose weight. Okay. Lose weight fast. Boom. Did that work? Let's check it out. Wait, okay, what's going on here? Change group pages subdomain. Whoops. Cancel. All right.
Hey, Tom, while you're working on that, I just wanted to jump in and let people know that I am running 30 minutes behind in the chat answering questions.
Ooh.
So yeah, if I haven't answered your question yet, I am trying to get to it. I'm so sorry. But yeah, I'm 30 minutes behind right now. I'm just answering questions that were posed at 4:10.
Okay, perfect, awesome. Yeah, there's a lot of comments here. So okay, I got it. So now basically, then I picked a long one. So I'm just gonna go lose. That makes it. There we go. Watch this. Or weight. I'll just do weight. Weight loss. There we go. Check this. Publish. Okay, so here we have it. tombeal.groovepages.com/weight loss. And what do we got there? Oop, what'd I do? Okay, see, and this is the fun part. This is where you expect challenges. For some reason, oh, there we go. Content saved. I don't know what I'm missing here. I've created some before, but I'm doing something wrong. And then it's process elimination. So I could go to, oh, that's it. I had to click that. Hello. See how simple it is, ladies and gentlemen? All right, so now when I click it, and I was wondering why I had to do that. Now, whatever you name it, you just click on that, and there you go. Boom. So what I wanted to demonstrate for you here today, and check it out, at the bottom, we got to change that. So let's go back. You always want to take a look at stuff. Now, just as another disclaimer, this would not be ready to be running any ads because it doesn't have the terms of service. It doesn't have the, the privacy and all that stuff yet. So you have to add those in before I'd be able to run ads to it. But I could send I could send an email to it, or I could post it on my Facebook profile or post it on some things, as long as I'm not running ads. Plus, when you're running ads with weight loss claims, it will cross some boundaries as well. But this is a real life story. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, as quick and easy as that. Give me a 5 if you're excited about how simple this is. And give me a 5 over there. All right, so I'm going to go and delete this logo. Then I'll jump in there. I'm going to say, TomBeal.com 2020, save, publish. All right, and then let's see here. I'm gonna scroll over, see how many people like this with a 5. Oh wow, look at that. 5, Gordon, Dwight, Linda, DJ, Dawn, James, huge amounts of people, all of you. This is not part of the presentation. All right, basic button, okay, gotcha. Boom, shakalaka, all right, I like that. Holy shit, and Brian says that. Amazing, Alan, 5, pretty sweet, pretty sweet. All right, so lots of stuff here. Okay, good stuff, good stuff. So this is how, like, this is exactly what I wanted to show you. As you saw, I just picked a template. I just picked you don't even have to have a domain. You get this? Like, this isn't even going to a domain. It's right here when you host the site with us, it automatically gives you the domain. So you don't even have to go buy a domain or anything. You saw from start to finish how I already had my Aweber integrated, how now that page can literally be collecting opt-ins. And when they opt in, it should bring them to well, A, it's going to trigger the first email, which goes out. And B, as you saw, I created it to give the redirect go to the actual Facebook page. So real simple. And I'll turn the volume down on this, but you saw the video being created, and that's how simple it can be. So let's go over there. All right, so turn the volume. So you saw the video being created live, uploaded to YouTube, posted in here, it's live. It can now take opt-ins. tombeal.groovepages.com/weight loss. And it's already integrated to go to the Facebook page. So the actual thank you page and all that is squared away, right? So this is to show you how simple it can be. You don't have to complicate it. Okay, so there's some good questions coming in. Let me take a peek over here. So I know Donna's got a lot of questions she's answering. Can I use someone's other video to link it to my page? That's a good question. It all depends on the context of that. Like if you're in, let's say for instance, a network marketing company, and someone has put a video up there that that has made it public and is available to go, there's those possibilities. But you have to consider this: when you put another person's YouTube video up there, you see how this little thing here, they can click on that, and that could lead to them getting down a rabbit hole of who's that person. Oh, wow, I made it private. I didn't make it public. And, oh, okay. So
I'm kind of under the opinion, Tom, if somebody lets their YouTube video be embedded somewhere, that means they want it to be embedded around places.
Sure,
Since
right,
you can specifically turn that off, I feel like a YouTube user would turn it off if they didn't want it to do.
Great point. Yeah, great point. And I've used some in the past, and the only thing I'm bringing up is that just it's not even really anything to be concerned about, but it can lead them down clicking and being more interested in all that stuff. But yeah, you can use them. So, and that even leads to testimonial stuff, like and or not just the video call to action video, but down below with other types of tidbits. So get creative and think of how and what needs to be said to get the person who's looking to get the benefits that you provide with your product or service. What would be that irresistible offer, and what are the assets necessary to make it a slam dunk to where they're going to want to give you their name and email, and or bust out their credit card and be ready to pay you for something. So let's let that, you saw that. So now let's exit this particular site, and now let's do this where, check this out. So now we're going to pick a template, and let's pick the same template. Watch this. Select. And now this one's pretty cool. So if you want something to like, there's ways to get just a video that get people to buy too, but that's a whole different thing. So we don't have as much time to get into that, but I was gonna do another example of actually creating a way that they can go buy. But I did see a question from last week that asked how to integrate the Groove cell with Groove pages. So let's do this real quickly. So we go to funnels, we go to product funnels, and last week I did this one. So so basically, once it's done, all you do here is go to manage the products and you click on the cart. So after you've gone through the whole process, you click on the cart and you get to pick single price checkout, multi-price checkout, single one-step checkout, or multi-step checkout. So it's up to you to choose which way you want it to go, and I'll show you for both. So we did single, and you get to pick in the beginning there, and then I'll go up here, and then this is what we went through last week. That URL brings them to the single possibility of the one-time payment of $1 pricing plan. All right, that's that one, and maybe it was this one. Let me check this one. Let's do the multi-price checkout. See now the multiple prices. There we go. So this, if you want to give them multiple prices, and then you can select which ones you want to give them. So lifetime access or lifetime access and 3 easy payments. Let's just go that. Or monthly, right? So they can be monthly. We're going to take away the trial. And that can be the link you want generated. So now those choices, when they go to the checkout page, will be there for them. And there you have it. So let's just say, so this one, we set this up in GrooveCell where they can get a lifetime access for this product, $497. If they want to get lifetime in 3 easy installments, they can do this choice, or they can do monthly. And so all you do to integrate this is you take that URL, and we'll go back to show you, you take that URL, you copy it. Then we go over back to Groove pages. And in that example we just did, is it this one? Okay, so even anywhere. So if any button that's a buy button, all you do is you change the text to whatever you want it to be. You change the URL to the URL that is that page in GrooveCell. So when they click on that button, yes, I want this. When they click on that button, it's going to send them to this page, which automatically connects them to the whole GrooveCell process that you set up earlier. And they'll be able to enter their name, first name, last name, email, go to the next step, billing, payment, finish. It'll show you who the referrer was and what you have available. You'd only know this: credit card, PayPal, powered by GrooveCell. So it's as simple as that, ladies and gentlemen, how to integrate it. Now, how did we get there? Going back to GrooveCell, you get there through going through the process. So these are all the funnels. So watch last week's training where we went through and showed how we created that. And edit it here. And it goes through all these steps up here. So info, pricing, gateways, content, checkout, bumps, funnel, fulfillment, affiliates, proof, finish. So that's what we did. And Mike said, wait a second, is it working now? No, not yet. Pretty soon you won't have to go next. You'll be able to click to where you want to go. But how we got to that link at the end was by going through the whole process and creating the different offers. Here's the offers we created last week: lifetime installment, monthly, 14-day dollar trial, coronavirus special, Independence Day special. You could add another one. What's today's date? April 28th special. Today only, price point description. Today only. One time. $50. All right. You can do whatever you want. See? And that's already saved. So that one there. So that would be another price point. All right. Then we can go up, save it next. Gateways. Right now, I just went PayPal and credit card. Now there's a whole training on this, but you have to go back and check it out. So long and short of it is, all this was done last week, which led us to the finish, which was how we got to here. So you go to, so after you finish it, go to product funnels, you go to whichever product it is. Oops. Here, manage products. And you click on the cart. And then you get to pick from all the price points. Today only, $50. That one's added in there. We just did it, right? So you take that code. We're just gonna do a single price checkout. That was the default. You copy it, and that one's only gonna give the one price because that was the default. Take that URL and you go put it on whatever button you want over in Groove Pages. Simple enough. Go to Groove Pages, you go into whatever site you're working on, and there you have it. So simple. I see Tracy said simple. Give me an 8 if you thought that was simple. Give me an 8 if you followed along and thought that was simple. All right. Tracy, Gordon, Trey, Kara Lee, Pietrowski, Dawn. All right, good. All right, cool. All right, so there we have it. Now we're gonna move to Q&A, right? So Donna is handling Q&A inside the chat. We're now gonna go to Q&A, and what I'm gonna ask you to do is in the chat related to creating an opt-in page, creating a sales page, creating integration with Groove Pages and GrooveSell. What are your questions for me? Donna's answering a lot of questions in there. What questions do you have? And or on the mindset, and or anything that we talked about on how to prepare for jumping into Groove Pages, GrooveSell, how to prepare yourself to get in there and be efficient, be effective, and get the results quickly. So
You want to start at the bottom with the new ones coming in, and maybe we'll meet in the middle.
Sure, sounds good. All right, so is there a way to use Groove Pages instead of Groove's Cart for physical products? Groove Cart is the one for physical products. Groove Pages is the one for digital products. So think of Groove Pages like the ClickBank, the JVZoo, the Warrior Plus, and think of Groove Cart like the Shopify, like the like an Amazon, real physical product type stuff.
I did post in the Facebook group a specific article on the difference between Groove Cart and GrooveSell. So you might want to take a look for that in the Facebook group too.
Yep, that's a good one. Yep. So inside the Facebook group, Donna put that in there. Difference between Groove Cart and GrooveSell. But as far as Groove Cart and Groove Pages, as you saw earlier in what Mike did, as he showed that Groove Cart's getting a pretty much a redo on how easy it's going to be to change those pages up and things along those lines. So stay tuned for that update that Mike showed us at the very beginning of the whole Groove Cart. Creating your site and page is going to be incredibly powerful. It already is, but they're making some amazing updates. Let's see, is access to Groove Cart included in the free giveaway? I don't believe so. No.
Yes.
Tom.
Yes, it is. Yeah, they
Groove
get one free Groove Cart store when you upgrade to Groove Pages lifetime. So you can't make a bunch of stores, but you can make one, and most people only need one.
Oh, no, they said in the free giveaway. So.
Oh gosh, I'm sorry. Yes, you're right. It is not included in the free giveaway. I'm just going to put my head back down. You go ahead and keep answering the questions correctly.
With the when you upgrade, you do get one store inside GrooveCart, but yeah, it's not with the free giveaway. Tom, show us how to set up affiliates for one of our products, and can the product be a free challenge or does it have to be paid? That's a good question. So that goes back to GrooveSell. So how to set up affiliates, that goes into GrooveSell. But that's a paid one. GrooveSell is paid. As far as how to create affiliates, now I think here. So in funnels,
For a free product,
yeah.
you'd create a zero cost product in
Okay.
GrooveSell,
Okay.
just like we do for GrooveSell. It's a zero cost product, and then that allows you to track affiliates.
Awesome, thank you. Okay, so how to do that is going into here, go to manage products. We would go into the edit aspect. And then we would go save and next, save and next, save and next. But we'd first go to pricing. And then what we would do is add a new price point, free. And you could name it something special, right? It could be some name, but we'll just, for the sake of keeping it simple, we'll just do free. One time, 0. Huh, look at that. View. Okay, 0. And then so now we're going to go save and next. Oh, free. Uh-oh, something happened. Description has to be at least 5 characters. Free for you. There we go. Oh, and it kicked me out. Okay, so the answer is yes, and all we do is add a new price point, or we could change this one. Let's change that one. One time, 0, save and next. All right, so then we go all the way up to the end, and pretty much at the finish, that's when we would get the link again, and we would be able to go and choose the option that we want to show them. Thank you, Paige. Because I added, okay, here we go. Check out bumps. Go through the whole process. And then you get to set for the free what the commission is gonna be. And obviously, now here's the only question. There's no percentages because there's no price, right? So that's just pretty much how you would leave it. But they would be tagged as an affiliate, and they'd have their affiliate links, and you'd be able to see who sent what to track the traffic.
I believe they're also adding like lead tracking for things like launches and stuff when you want to reward your affiliates for bringing in the most leads. So that's part of the plan.
Okay, cool. So then all you do is multi-price checkout and free for you. I mean, you could give them, or I could have picked default, but I didn't. So let's see if it allows me to do just the one, or if I have to pick another one. And let's see here. Okay, for some reason, I'm doing something different. If I pick single, it's going to be the default, and I didn't make it default. So all we'd have to do is go here, and there we go. There it is. So copy and paste that. So copy that, and then when I go here, there it is. So then with 0, it doesn't ask for billing, right? So contact, address, confirm, and you don't have to have the address. So basically, they just enter to your free challenge or anything that is that 0 price point, and that's a nice separate page. So this could be on a page that's using the Mike Filsaime butterfly marketing strategy. You could have your whole other site selling it for $4.97 a year or whatever it is, and have this be a special. Hey, look, I'm doing a special promotion this week. Normally $4.97, you can get it for free, and set it up on a whole different page, maybe a whole different video, and it's free. And then they go, instead of just opting in, they then process it at 0. And then it's just up to you. And as the main reason for this is a great question, Dorina, because now you'll be able to create affiliates. If you just have a free page that you're having affiliates send traffic to, that's just an opt-in page, this is a way to now have it into GrooveSell to where those people are going to be now have an affiliate link and can send you traffic to grow your opt-in list. So great question. And there we have it. Okay. How does the affiliate tier 2 work? So an affiliate 2, a second tier affiliate is, a first tier affiliate is, there's a product that sells for $1,000. If I'm an affiliate and I get 50%, for every person I send with my link, I'm going to get $500. A second tier is, let's just say, for 10%. So that $1,000 product. So second tier, I know somebody who has a list that would be perfect for that $1,000 product. I was like, hey, Julia, I have a product that your list would love. Here, take a look at it. Here's a link that will show you. You send your second tier affiliate link. When Julia goes and registers as an affiliate, you're the referrer of that affiliate. She now promotes that $1,000 product. She earns $500 per sale, and you earn $100 per sale in that hypothetical situation. Does that make sense? So that's how that works. Can you add free product that is dependent upon an action like referring to people? That's going to be a different thing. Mike actually had software like that years ago, so I'm sure it's on a list of his, because that software was pretty darn cool. And so he's doing some of the stuff like that he's used in the past. So that probably is on a list.
We're definitely building in all of the cool butterfly marketing style features that you would expect into the system.
Sweet, nice. Where do you add tracking pixel on the pages? So if you're using GrooveSell, there's a whole process at that point. You're able to add tracking. And then at the very end, when you created the whole product, you get a link that then you can post in the proper place in Groove Pages. And where that is, I'll show you. So when you go to Groove Pages, you go into any of your sites, open the editor. Up in here, you go to the top, the pancake thing here. You go to site settings. And then here is where the code goes, tracking, Google Analytics, etc. Usually it's in the header or the body. So you just go in here, you paste that code, save it, and now, so I'll back up. So in GrooveSell, at the end of the process, you go put in GrooveSell, when you create that whole process, you create the pricing, you create the affiliate percentages and all that stuff. At the end of GrooveSell, it gives you code. That's the code that has all your other tracking code in it that you would then come paste that GrooveSell code inside here. That makes sense? Where do we see second tier affiliates on our dashboard? It's a good question. So, I mean, if you go, it's all going to be inside.
Right now you don't.
Yeah.
Right now you don't. The affiliate dashboard for transactions and reporting is not ready yet. So right now you only have this aggregate view. Eventually there'll be a full dashboard that shows you the very specifics, including the names of the people that purchased, and you'll be able to email them and have all sorts of options there. But at the moment, you don't have those details.
Yep.
Oh, it looks like they pushed something.
Yeah, it'll probably be here in the affiliates, somewhere in there. So it'll be those probably my first tier, but I'm not sure. It'll be in here eventually.
Yep.
But yep, very cool. All right. So there we have it. So that's it, ladies and gentlemen. We can't solve all the world problems and answer all the questions here this evening, but hopefully this showed you how to prepare, how to maximize your time efficiently and effectively, and how quickly it can be done. So this was an eye-opener, I can see, for a lot of people. Donna, how are we doing elsewhere?
I think I have caught up to you on the questions. Again, if I missed your question, I apologize. This chat moves so quickly. There are so many. My poor little fingers have been working to the bone for the last 2 hours. If you have a question that hasn't been answered, I'm going to suggest 2 resources for you. One is, and I'll drop these into I'll drop these links into the chat. One is Groove Video Search. Every video that we create within a short period of time gets put up into the Groove Video Search, so you can search for the videos, and it does a pretty good job of doing the captioning of the videos and getting you to a relevant area. Also, if I haven't answered your question, reach out to our support team at groovesupport.net. They are eager to help you. So,
All right.
especially where I didn't.
All good. So I'm having noise on my computer. I'm not sure what it's bonking me for, but
Yeah, I hear that bonking.
it'll be interesting to see what's going on here. Don't know. All right. So ladies and gentlemen, there we have it. I hope you enjoyed today's training. Donna, it was great having you here, fingers typing away in there, answering questions. Ladies and gentlemen, you saw Mike Filsaime earlier. The whole GrooveFunnels team is working amazingly to get you all that you need to get massive success. Grow your list, convert those to paying clients. And now's the best time to roll your sleeves up, dig in there, play around a bit, and here's the next challenge. So by the time we get on the next Tuesday call, my challenge to you, yes, you, is to have an opt-in page up and running, to have at the very minimum, an opt-in page up and running. And if you're ready, to create a sales page as well. So the challenge is out there. I'm looking forward to chatting with you next week. And until then, make today great. Great chatting with you all. See you next week. Bye for now, Donna.
Bye.
And you may have to close it. My computer's bonking.
Yep, no worries. I got it. You
Okay.
bonk away over there. Bye, everyone.